Alright, we should be live. Now, I haven't played this game in a very long time. It's been about 2 months or something, but I don't know if anyone's here yet. If anyone is watching this entire playlist in the distant future, you will have heard me say, oh my god, I haven't played this game in so long, I'm sure I'll play more soon. And then it just doesn't happen because I get busy with other things and this game kind of gets pushed on the back burner. But we are back, and I promise we will finish this game at some point. Before I someday in the distant future quit YouTube, at some point, hopefully many years from now. Before we do that, I will have wrapped up this game. That is a promise. But today is actually a video that I'm very happy to do, or a stream I'm happy to do, because I have so many mods active right now. I have been messing around with mods for a while now, and well, one of them you'll immediately notice. It is that the game is now running in ultra wide. Now, I'm not sure how it is for a viewer's point of view. You may prefer 16:9, you may prefer ultra wide. I want to just at least do this stream in ultra wide, just because it does have some cool level of immersion. For me, it's using my entire screen, which is always nice. For you guys, it gives me, it gives it a bit more of a cinematic experience, I suppose. But also, it means that I no longer occupy the large part of the screen that I would normally occupy. And I have changed some stuff about the in-game, the combat. I've had the textures upgraded, like the textures of the character models. They're actually better right now. The day and night cycle is like a dynamic thing. Although I'm not sure if that one's actually active, because I was like struggling trying to figure things out, because some of them were, some of them weren't working well with others. But yeah, there's so much stuff going on right now. But the game, honestly, like, it looks incredible right now. Is my bird in the sky? Oh, guys, I think something on the mod broke my bird. There is supposed to be a bird right now, but I think my bird has been broken. Now, it doesn't matter too much. As long as it's just the bird, I'm fine with that. I don't know what caused it, but actually, even though it's kind of sad that the bird is missing, on the other hand, we're getting like an immersive fly-through right now without a model on the screen, which I guess is kind of cool in a way as well. So, and in the last stream, I did look at it real quick, because I had to refamiliarize myself with the game as well. I don't know like the combat stuff very well, and I know the story quite well, so I don't feel lost or anything. But just to recap, in case anyone is here live and you haven't seen me in like 2 months, we did just defeat the main bad guy of the base game, and then it's revealed, as is quite often the case in JRPGs, that oh my god, he was not the actual big bad guy. There is a bigger bad guy. Hold on, am I going the right way? Let me just verify. Yes, it's over there. Okay, I thought so. So yeah, we're looking to deal with this bigger bad guy, but there is this dragon queen or something that we can visit right now, which I set foot into this house, but I really haven't done anything in here yet. So that is of course what we're going to be doing today. I believe we have spoken to most people in here. Look at the textures and stuff. Like, everything looks so good right now. Okay, we get the intro again. I think I didn't properly save or something, which is fine. For a second, by the way, when I was launching this game, my save file was gone. And I was really scared that my entire save file was just messed up. I would have been very sad if that happened. But then I relaunched the game through Steam itself, and it worked. Because I launched the game through like a separate add-on mod manager thing. Let me verify though, because I believe, yeah, there are some creatures here. This is a slime. Goey, who are you? Okay, we calm it with a soothing voice, as we usually do. And we send it over to Monty's. This is Curie. Oh, yeah, okay. So there are some little glitches, I suppose, because like this icon and stuff is not working too well. As long as it's just that kind of stuff, I don't mind it too much. If like the game itself properly breaks, I will try and figure out what breaks it, and I'll remove it. But I do enjoy having this kind of new look for the game right now. There's a cat here. I've heard that there are several spots in this world where one can grow in strength in a speedy fashion. Alas, they cannot be reached on foot, which is why few even know of their existence. I must admit, I myself am perfectly perplexed as to how they actually make one stronger. Never mind how they achieve this in a manner most quick. I think I've talked to these guys before last time we played, but I can't remember exactly, so I'm just going to go through it a little bit more again today. We have talked to all the people in here that I'm pretty sure of, so we can just kind of move on over. Those are the horses. Yeah, I'm just going to move over to the center room immediately this time around, because last time we, of course, pretty sure we didn't go there, right? I did look into the video, but I didn't look into the end of the video, so I'm not actually sure exactly what we did. But I believe we haven't yet gone into this door over here. So let's go into this door with these cool dragons like adorning the door. It looks really nice. Let's interact with it. Now I don't know if like cutscenes are broken or anything else, but I think it looks okay. So that's an egg. Is it like a golden dragon egg or something?
You stand before the Dragon Queen, servant of the Almighty Goddess.
I mean, the game is called Dragon Quest after all. It does make sense that there's going to be a dragon in there.
Thank you for heeding my call and making your way here.
So, if I'm not mistaken, this voice, I believe, is the voice that we have been hearing the entire game. So, is the Dragon Queen the entity that has been, you know, talking to us throughout this entire game?
Doubtless, one of my retainers has already told you, but I have scant time left. Listen well, child of Ortega, for I am about to impart all that I know of Zoma, whilst my life's flame yet burns.
So she is dying somehow?
So in the hope that it will allow you to vanquish the fiend and restore order to our realm.
Oh, sorry, I did just skip that by accident. By pressing the button that I didn't mean to. So, will you heed my request? Yes, we will.
Sincerely. Zoma dwells in the depths of the underworld. Start your journey there by first heading east of Baramos' lair.
Okay, so this often happens in games where, you know, ultra-wide is modded in. Like, the entire game will run fine, but there will be set in stone pieces of the game that are just 16 by 9 by default, like it's like an image or something on top of the screen. This is the case right now. Like, the game is running in the background, and it would normally also still be running in the background, but right now there's like an image on the screen that is supposed to be 16 by 9. It is 16 by 9, but we see more, so, you know, unfortunately, you get these weird things on occasion, but, you know, if this is all there is, then I'm fine with it, because we can still see what we're supposed to see, right?
Eventually, you will come across an island in the middle of a lake. Its caves will lead you to the world below.
Wait, so we are going into the underworld? That sounds cool. Oh, is she dying? Did she just die? Oh.
Do not weep for me. My time is simply coming to an end, and I am certain my offspring can handle the task that awaits. Just know that Zoma possesses a power unlike any you have faced thus far. You would underestimate him at your peril. However, as long as you have this, you will not falter. The light will return. Of that I am sure.
So what are we gifted? So I'm assuming we get something, because she says as long as you have this, some like light orb or something, because we've been talking about orbs the entire game, and she said something about light, so I'm expecting like a white orb, which so far seems like I'm on the right track based on... Wow, I think I'm right. Wow, okay, that's great. I'm very happy about that. Look at the orb slowly floating towards us. It's orbing. It's orbiting. Okay, the models look a bit weird. Like, they look higher quality, but they look a bit weird as well. Like, maybe they look overly changed. Actually, I'm not sure if I prefer that.
When faced with forces most dark, hold that sphere aloft. Then it will be your turn to prove your might once more.
I'm right. Gotcha.
Your Majesty.
High Priest, I think you might be too late.
It falls to me to pass on the torch to my dearest child.
Am I your dearest child, or is there going to be a dragon that is her child? Wait, is a dragon being born right now? What exactly just happened? What changed? Did she die? Having entrusted the sphere of light to Ike, the Dragon Queen with her last breath lays an egg containing her offspring. Those who serve the Queen gather to mourn her passing. Then, a short while later.
Words fail me. Had I the strength, thy light may yet shine bright.
Ike touches the egg gently. The soft sound of sleep floats forth from within. We talked to these guys as well. The Queen is dead. May her immortal soul reside forevermore with the goddess. The Queen has at last given the gift of life to her child. It is such a joyous occasion, and yet I cry. Don't worry, we'll look after the egg. It's safe with us. The High Priest says, the burden was surely too great even for thee. The strain of watching over 2 realms torn us away. 2 realms? Is the underworld considered to be a separate realm? Were the world as it ought to be, thou wouldst surely yet live. Maintain your faith, and the future shall be one of hope and peace. Now, we need but wait. When the time is right, we will witness the birth and beginning of an entirely new life. Same dialogue. It falls to us, her humble servants, to protect the egg till it is ready to hatch. Okay, so they now turn into like protectors of the egg, I suppose. And we now want to go to a different area, for which I will zoom, and I will go to a place that is close to that. And I mean, I guess I can just go to the Desert Shrine. That is fine. We haven't been at the Desert Shrine in a very long time. But I'm assuming by going here, I could have stepped outside as well. Okay, here's the bird. That is like a weird dot on the floor right now, but that's fine. Just a little bit over here, next to Baramos's lair. Wait, is it? Oh, it's here, right? It is here. Yeah, okay. The map is a bit wonky with the bird, but that's fine. Look at this cool looking place, though. Okay, where are we now? The Pit of Giaga. Wait, we've been here, haven't we? But back when we were here, I don't think this place was as spooky. It was horrible. The ground shook like anything. And when I looked, the crack had opened up even wider. It looks for all the world as if some giant thing crawled through it. If it did, I took my friend, the other guard here, down there with it. Dark forces block Ike's way. Okay. Use a sphere of light. Yes. This looks so good. I think I haven't played this game yet since I got my Ola Monster as well, so the game looks even better for me. Ike holds the sphere of light aloft. The darkness vanishes before the sphere of light. Ooh, that is properly bright. And the darkness fades away. The guard seems happy. Now, nothing stands between Ike and the path ahead. Well, presumably lots of monsters and stuff. Oh. Do we just jump down? Wait, Ike, are you just... Are you about to, like, sprint and... He's about to sprint and do the thing. He did the thing. Whoa. Okay, so we are, like, distorted. Okay, yeah. So it appears that's not a physical entrance into something. It's a portal into a separate dimension. So just like with a lot of these games, this game has the same thing going on, where there's a separate world with a new world map, I presume. So we'll have like a whole new area to explore, which is really, really cool. I love that. Let me get some coffee.
The source of that ghastly commotion just now. Tell me, from whence didst thou come?
From the, I don't know. If it's the underworld, are we from the upper world?
Oh dear, thou appearest most fatigued. Pray enter my humble abode and tell me of what hath befallen.
I befallen.
of the underworld. Clearly, thou art not one to be trifled with. Nary a single soul in Alfgard would dare dream of accomplishing a feat so grand. Nay, instead we spend our days in fear of the fiend. Regardless, thy path is clear. Make eastwards for the castle town of Tantagem.
Ooh, that's a cool town with like the bridge with the weird things on top of it.
From there, cross the seas to the south to reach the great fiend's isle. That is where you will find the dread lord of the underworld's citadel.
I can't imagine our plan is going to be to just go there straight away, so I'm assuming we will have to take a detour to power up or something.
Perchance, wouldst thou have use for a map of the realm? Better it serve thee than continue to go to waste in my opinion.
I would love a map indeed. EK receives a map of Alfgard. Okay, so the underworld is called Alfgard. Is Alfgard like a Norse name or something for the underworld?
Oh, and thou art more than welcome to take the ship outside for thine own. May it aid thee on thy quest.
We get a ship immediately as well, so I guess we get everything except for the bird.
Always remember, the goddess goeth with the brave.
Alright, so we have control right now. West Tantagel Harbor. So let's see. A map of Alfgard. Okay, so Alfgard... Oh, wait, we can... Wait, I guess I could just teleport... Okay, I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of this, guys. The fact that we can just teleport back... Now, obviously, I don't want to teleport back. But the fact that we can just teleport back whenever we want and we're not, like, stuck in this other realm... I don't know how I feel about that. This should have been a place of no return. Okay, I guess we go to a different part of the map. But yeah, it is a much smaller map, as you can see. There's also a couple of axes. What do these axes mean? Well, we don't know yet, but work out how to reach Zoma Citadel. I'm assuming we'll have to go visit all of them. There is this NPC we can speak to. Travel east from here, and thou shalt come upon the mighty castle town of Tantagel Erelong. If thou art in need of a vessel, the boat over yonder belongeth to my father. Pray avail thyself of it freely, stranger. 'Tis seldom used, if ever. Okay, so we will grab that in just a moment, but I do want to take a quick moment and just explore this place a little bit. It looks really cool with all the purple. So I take it this is probably the house we were just in, right? Yes, and I did want to explore the bookcases and a suit of chainmail. Thank you a lot, sir. Don't need it, but thank you regardless. Appreciate the effort of gathering that for me and putting it in storage for me to claim later down the line. My god, what an... oh. We got a mini medal, that's beautiful. What an absolutely gorgeous game. And I believe the 1 and 2 remakes, they have come out as well. And we will probably play them at some point to the channel as well, once this one is over. But I believe that one looked even better than this one. And this game already looks so friggin' incredible. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. Also, there's like 7's remake announced, which is also a whole different thing. Oh, so this was like a little port city. Okay, so all the game wants us to do for now is just land over here. So yeah, it does look like this area is a lot darker, which makes sense. It's the underworld. So let me try and find a battle here. And I can show you guys something cool about both the battle system as well as just like the general area, which I haven't ever seen. So I wonder if there's also a different environment. There isn't really, and these are just like normal slimes. But look at this. The entire setup of the battles is now different. There is the HP bars up top. And, you know, I'm no longer on the HP bars, which means that I'm on the flea bar, but that is fine. We can now just, like, I can now just sit here, you know, have my face in the screen and not be blocking anything because the top currently has the HP bars. And when we are in a fight, the HP bars move down to the bottom and I'm still not in front of them, which is perfect. So for now, I'll just tactics and I'll just fight wisely just to make my life a bit easier. But you can see, I can just sit here now. But why exactly are we fighting basic slimes again, though? I was expecting there to be stronger mobs in this version, but I guess that's not the case. Doesn't mean not. We just go a little bit over here and we will find a town. These are slightly stronger. Like these are she slimes. All right, here we go. Easy peasy. Medicinal herb, don't care about that right now. And we just keep on going. Over here is the town, I believe it was called Tantagel? Yeah, this is Tantagel. It looks very atmospheric with the dark purple hues and the blue. And this is the bridge I was talking about. Man, I would love... Just imagine, guys. Just imagine. Okay, so I've been bitching about Pokemon for years. And I'm actually working on a Pokemon-themed project in the background. But, you know, that won't see the light of day until it's like enough of it is done. But just imagine a Pokemon game with these... does this... Oh, this button does that. Cool. But just imagine a Pokemon game with these graphics. You know, this beautiful art style. Like, it's not difficult to run. Like, the Switch can run this. Why doesn't Game Freak or the Pokemon Company or whoever, like, who's in charge... Why not use a system like this? Look at how beautiful this is. And then look at Scarlet and Violet and stuff. Like, it looks ass. Okay, so the weapon shop. We can buy Dragon's Bane Claws. Wait, Janna is still very weak, isn't she? Hold on. We swapped something about Janna, didn't we? Wait, Janna's level 34. Hold on, didn't we swap Janna? Or has she already leveled back up to 34? Did I do a lot of grinding? I can't remember. Let me go over to the status for Janna. So she's a martial artist right now. Now, does she not use... Well, I can't remember... This is the stuff I don't remember, guys. Do I not use weapons? Because we have like really strong claws we can put on her, but I'm not sure if we have to. I'll look at that between the streams. Okay, so we have Dragon's Bane Claws, which EK could use, but are a bit weaker than what he has right now. But I guess it's good against dragons, so maybe we can use it at some point. The Dragon Shield is worse than we have right now. The Silver Shield is actually better. The centerpiece that adorns this beautiful buckler was apparently inspired by Serene Lake, but the difference is not that big, so I don't really care too much about it. There's a Thinking Cap, a curious crown set to improve the intelligence of anyone who wears it, also quite nice, but overall most of the stats aren't much better, so I'll just sit on the gold for now. And if it becomes difficult, I can always just... make sure that we upgrade by then. Okay, gotta make sure I save. Guys, don't mind the date in the previous save. It is the 27th of August, 2025. We've been going for about a year now. You know, it's only the 25th of November. You know, not quite 3 months, but almost 3 months, as per usual. You know, this is the kind of stuff you can better watch, you know, in like a long playlist. So if you're watching this in a playlist, you know, you can be very happy that you don't have to sit here waiting for me to stream like 2 months, 3 months later. There's this upstairs area as well, and we can go in here, and apparently there's a guy in there. This is Robin Hood!
Hello, Fincher. Is it really you? Blimey! It's me, your old pal Robin Hood! And I really have gone straight this time. New world, new life. That's what I say. What's that? How come I'm in the clink then? Ah, simple misunderstanding is all. I'm a changed man, honest.
I believe you.
Why don't I prove it by telling you something good? By way of apology for all the hassle I've given you over the years.
Alright, sure, do that.
There's a thing called the Sunstone. Proper valuable it is. Well, they only keep it in the dining room of the castle here in Tantagel.
So he's saying that he went straight, right? He said that he went and became a good guy. And now he's telling me about something that I might be able to steal from a dining room table.
Can't help but wonder where the heck all me henchmen wound up though.
I'm not sure how I feel about these models, guys. These models might actually be worse than normally because they look overly changed to the point where they look lower quality maybe than they would normally look. But I can always just remove that. You know, this is just a bit of an experimentation run. There's many more mods that you can play with. There's also many that like actively change. Oh, was there another bookcase? That actively change the gameplay and like add new classes and add like new skills and stuff. And there's like a lot of things you can do to like create a really cool playthrough. I don't want to mess with that too much. I mainly went for the you know, the graphical things or like minor quality of life things. I didn't want to like actively change the game until I finish the game, but maybe if I ever do a secondary playthrough, I will, use like all kinds of cool mods and stuff. Elfgard is a realm of darkness, sealed, vast from all other worlds, a prison of misery wherein hope can never thrive. That's a cool sentence. A prison of misery wherein hope can never thrive. That sounds pretty cool. There's this house over here. There's a little kid. I am engaged in the study of methods for the removal of curses. I chose this field of study that I might come to the aid of all afflicted by malign magics. Alright. Well, if you can, remove malign magics from me whenever I do encounter them, I would appreciate that. There's an old man. When rain and sun the twain do meet, the rain's bow shall a bridge complete. So saith the ancient rhyme. Okay, so when rain and sun meet, a rainbow bridge will appear. Okay, so my guess is in order to get to Zoma's castle, we're going to need to have rain and sun meet. And we were just told about a sun stone, a sun jewel, a sun gem, something like that. I am willing to bet there's also a rain related gemstone. So we get the two gemstones and those we combine those together and we summon a rainbow bridge. I'm assuming this was going to happen. There's some books in here. It's a copy of Loving Living, a Grinner's Guide. Where I can show you something else cool, by the way. Tears Before Bedtime. Okay, so I can show you something else cool that I haven't actually looked at myself yet, but I installed the mod, so it should work. So, if I go to my items, and I go to my item bag, and I go to the newest items, like this one, for example, an in-demand guide that details how to be a spoiled brat in a manner most efficient. So we're aware of the system, right? We can read a book, we can turn someone into a different personality type, and that will impact their stat growth. And for a while, I was like, yeah, it sounds kind of decent, but I don't really know exactly how I want to use those. Well, if I now go to miscellaneous, and I go to the Traveler's Tips, and I go to... Wait, is this a new thing? This must be a mod or something. But if I now go to personalities and attributes, and I go to like part 1, for example, you can see, instead of saying it boosts a certain thing a little bit, and like something else less, it actually gives me the percentages. So we can actually now see, for example, if we became a bodybuilder, we can see we get 130% strength growth. So that's actually a lot of strength. A fair amount of resilience as well. And we can actually see how much wisdom and how much luck we are giving up. So it's a lot better for theory crafting a build to actually see the percentages. And this one, this is where I'm not opposed to this kind of mod, because I feel I would have preferred that this was in the game by default anyway. And I guess it's in the game files, because I'm assuming this is all like just scanned from the game files and then presented to me. So for example, if we wanted to create something like maximum strength, so we know 130% bodybuilder, nothing higher, nothing higher, nothing higher, nothing higher, nothing higher. Meathead also has 130%, but it has resilience 90%, whereas the other one has resilience 110%. So we can make some comparisons here. Like, hey, do we prefer giving, like, if we want to get strength, do we prefer giving up some resilience or some other stat? And Paragon apparently has 140% strength, even more. So if we want to just go pure that, then it's better. But I think we're giving up more wisdom and more luck here. It's so cool to be able to just see all these percentages. Is there anything with more strength than 140% on Paragon? I guess not. Okay. But, it's really cool that we can actually see that right now. Let's go downstairs. So it's the same house, these two doors, so we don't have to go into the other door. Shouldst thou wish to visit the great castle of Tentagel, thou needst only to follow the road here. Okay. Oh yeah, it brings us up there, okay. But first we must explore. In the very center of the desert, north of this place, lieth an ancient ruin. Deep within its walls there gapeth a great chasm without bottom. If the legends speak true, it was created by the great rending of claws when the Lord of the Underworld was birthed into this realm. So similar to the hole we had in the normal version of the world, EK peeks inside the pot. It's a vial of magical water. Okay. I guess we can also just take this path, but then go down instead, right? I wonder if I should back up my save files, you know, whenever I'm messing around with mods. I don't know how likely it is for a mod to mess up your save files, because I don't really mod too much, but it is very enjoyable. See that citadel over yonder? It belongs to the Lord of the Underworld himself. Oh, we got a little cutscene. Oh, that's a cool shot. In all my years, I have not met but a single soul who set out to breach. I will watch that again. Heed my advice, should thou wishest to live long, then do not even ponder heading there. I will talk to you again, because I want to see what the sentence was. Plus, we can at least admire this thing again. Look at that tower. A single soul who set out to breach its defenses and lived to tell the tale. And we, of course, will end up over there at some point at Zoma's castle. I think it was called Zoma, right? The Lord of the Underworld. The true evil of this game. So the way I kind of see it, and I don't know if that's like the way you guys see it as well, but the way I kind of see it is, this is pretty much the like there was a base game with like the main guy, then this is like the end game with the big bad, and then it's like the post game as well at some point. It's kind of how I see it. Although I guess a lot of people see this as the same thing. A seed of life. Okay, well, we'll put these seeds to good use later on. Thou art a traveller, art thou not? Then hast thou heard tell of a fabled recovery ring perchance. 'Tis said that a man need do no more than walk whilst wearing it, and his wound shall be miraculously healed. We have that, right? I'm pretty sure we have that. Alright, so is that everything here? There's still the bottom floor we can explore. I will have to quickly wander back around this way. Did we talk to her? Yeah, Prison of Misery, we're in hope. Can do something. I remember that. The Lord of the Underworld dineth on despair, and quencheth his unslakable thirst with tears. Doth he suffer, we peoples of Alfgard, to live only that we might serve to satisfy his vile appetites? I could sleep here, but I really don't care enough. Oh, there's a door here we can open up. Is there a book I can read? Mine own gluttony doth my stomach punish. Goddess, wherefore must I suffer so such agony? Okay. Is there something in this pot? Some strong medicine. Right. And what about this door? What bringeth this door to my inventory? Oh. This door bringeth... Oh, wait, there's a bag. A seed of luck. Okay, we grab that as well. And yeah, we're gonna be doing like some hyper optimization once we reach like the end game. You know, once like the grinding arc starts, I'll look into like proper optimization, and we can like go really ham on that. But as long as we're not in the end game yet, I don't want to focus too much on optimization, because you often ruin, like, you optimize the fun out of the game, which I don't like doing. Okay, so this is where we need to be for the main story. Let's see. So this is Tentagel. Wait a second. Halt, thine is a face I have hitherto not laid eyes upon. Where didst thou come from? By boat from the west, this cannot be. Wanderer, thou wouldst seek an audience with his majesty, yes? Then allow me to escort thee. Wait, this might be the beginning of Dragon Quest 1, like this area. I feel like, because I played it on the phone. Like, I played Dragon Quest 1 on my phone years and years and years ago, but I feel like this place's castle is where Dragon Quest 1 starts.
Perchance thou art familiar with the name Ortega. indeed his child after all.
Yes, we are.
Then allow me to officially bid thee welcome to Tantagel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was called Tantagel. Now that I read it out loud and I hear it, I'm like, yeah, I think that might be what it is.
'Twould behove us to begin by explaining how we of Tantagel came to know thy father.
Yes, tell me, please.
Hard to fathom though it may be, Ortega once resided within these very walls.
It must have been, what, a decade or so ago. 'Twas a day like any other when an injured warrior was carried into the castle.
Was it Ortega?
His wounds
Oh.
were most severe, but he was yet to breathe his last. Alas, his own name excluded. His memories had taken their leave of him entirely.
Wait, did my cam just freeze? Let me see, does the game still run?
I
Yes.
elected to let him stay with us whilst he recovered. Ortega even served me for a time.
Haven't had the cam freeze in like well over a year or something. Hold on, I will fix this. I will be back. Wait. Will I be back? Excuse me, game. Hello? My cam won't even turn on anymore. Did my cam die on me? I mean, it's still... What? Okay, there's a chance my webcam died on me. Pardon this interruption. Don't know what's going on. Okay, well, I hope my webcam didn't die on me, because that would be very sad. Although I guess buying a new webcam in a way is kind of fun to get an upgrade, but that was not the plan right now. So, yeah, I guess for now I will just continue playing, because I don't want to like mess with...
He
Oh,
remembered naught of his old life. He was a gentleman, most gentle, and well liked by all in the castle.
okay, so yeah, we're gonna keep playing a little bit without the webcam there. I don't know what happened, but you know, I don't want to spend like 50 minutes trying to figure things out when we could just be playing. It's just the cam after all. Like the main thing is still here, the game.
Then, all too suddenly, one day he simply vanished. Nary a soul knew whither he had gone.
Surely thou findest thyself here today in search of thy father. By all means, ask those within the castle anything thou wishest.
I mean, I don't think we're particularly searching for our father, right? Like, obviously, we would like to know what happened to him, but the most important thing is that we deal with Zoma.
I am certain thou shalt be reunited with him ere long, but know patience. Should tragedy befall thee in thy haste, Ortega too would suffer.
Okay, let's ask these people. The mighty Ortega fought alongside us against Zoma's legions in the past. I had never seen a warrior so capable, and I have not seen one since. Prior to thine arrival, Tantagel was visited upon by a fellow of the name Robin Hood, or some such. The fiend was caught in the act of committing a crime most heinous, and is under lock and key in the church. One would hope he is presently repenting for his actions. Yeah, so he definitely did not join the good guys. The guys just trying to make things up as he goes. Thou art embarking on an adventure, friend, then allow this humble bard to sing thy praises. Lu, a hero did come from a land far away, the lord of the underworld, Zoma to slay. Ton Toron Ton Toronti. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. The humble settlement of Kol Leaf lieth far to the northeast of this place, in a region home to a pardon me. So, the humble settlement of Kol lieth far to the northeast of this place, in a region home to a forest that stretches as far as the eye can see. So Kol is a forest town, okay? Though those in possession of a ship might be better served by journeying west onto the coast and setting sail thence. Right? 'Twas my duty when he abode here with us to attend to the brave hero Ortega. He was in a grave condition when first he was found without the castle walls, senseless and badly burned. All that he was able to recall was his own name, and though his strength returned in time, his memory did not. The room in which thou findest thyself is the throne room of our lord, the king. The legends do tell of a fabulous fairy flute secreted somewhere in the village of Kol. Could such tales be true? Okay, so Kol is the fairy village then, I suppose, but it's also a forest village. But it makes sense because fairies generally do live in forests, right? That's quite common. Alright, let's leave the throne room. Yeah, I really feel as though this is indeed the same palace. Hello, lady. The dawn shall visit our land once more. I have faith that it will be so. That I too shall share your faith in it being so. May the sacred light bless thee, hero from far off land. And we've been healed, I believe. Look at that water down there. Dude, this game is so pretty. It's so pretty. Is there something in the water? No? Okay. Let's see. I guess the game wants me to loop around like... Not so. Yeah, I think the game wants me to loop around. Wait, I think this place might be identical to the Dragon Prince or like Dragon Queen place. The Scowling Citadel thou seest over yonder strait is the dwelling place of the dread lord of the underworld, Zoma. And we can open this thing up. Well, we've been here. Have we been here? These chests are all empty. Have we been here? There's an upstairs place here. Not so very long ago, heroes by their hundreds did lay their heads in this, our humble hostelry. But alas, none return from whence they came, and our rooms stand bare and empty. Which we can now, of course, enter. And we can attempt to loot this place. Any loot for me to be gotten? Loot, please. Oh, that's a book. Oh, it's never mind. It's not a book. It's a silk robe. Okay. We grab the other rooms as well. Let's see. There's a person in here. Oh, I have to find a way back through the pit of Giaga so I can report what I've seen down here. Oh, it's one of the guards. We heard about it. This is one of the guards. But I'm too scared to even go outside, let alone all the way back up there. Ho 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 ho. Don't worry, you can join my team. We are a bunch of badasses. We have badassery you have never seen before. Our badassery far transcends regular badassery. For our ass is terrible. Okay. There's a pot over here. With nothing in it. Okay. So there's always this symbol in all these things. And isn't this the Everbird symbol? Okay, is this how we leave? Oh, there's a little like northern section. Oh, look, it's a little slime. It's a she slime. Slurp? Snooper stuff. It's snoopering. This is Sheila. You've now rescued 30 monsters. Perhaps it's time to pay Monty a visit and check up on little critters in his care. The monster wrangler feels like she now knows a little bit more about monsters. You now understand even more than before about how monsters live their lives. Wait, do we learn a new ability? I will go check that out in just a moment. Let me just wrap up exploring this little place. Aliahan? 'Tis the name I feel I have heard here this day, but of course, 'tis the town from whence another traveller who visited us here hailed. Yeah, our dad. So where does this lead? I mean, we could have just opened up this door. Let me go back outside and explore this area a little bit more. Another cat. Meow. Hope you guys like my cat impressions. Ooh. Where are we now? Hello? What sayest thou? The Sunstone? Alas, no such treasure is to be found here, friend. But by strange coincidence, I did chance to dream of such a thing. Yeah, the dawn did finally return to our realm, and upon its breaking, the self-same stone was entrusted unto me. What? Can I grab it then? Is it in your cabinet somewhere? There's a full moon ring. Which is something else, of course. Okay, so I guess there's nothing here for me right now. Sure. Let's go back upstairs. Cool winding staircase as well. Just look at how this looks. Oh my god, I just can't get over how pretty this game is. Especially on my OLED monitor. Like, I'm looking to my left onto the IPS stream preview, and it doesn't look bad, but my god, does OLED make everything just look so much better. If you don't have OLED yet, guys, purchase OLED, man. It's just oof. It's oof. Okay, so this door can be opened up, which we could have done for the other side as well. And that's the door we went through just now, so we kind of just looped around, that's fine. The realm was given form by mighty Rubis, yet even she could not escape dread Zoma's wrath, who did with cunning seal her away in a place beyond hope. So like a goddess or something that created this realm has been sealed away by Zoma. Can we free her maybe? Will she help us? Is it a plot point? Oh, look at this. We haven't engaged with this system in a very long time. So let me go to spells and it is safe passage. Whee! There we go, beautiful. We get a file of Elfin Elixir. And we get an Yggdrasil leaf. Right. Nothing else, it seems. Can we still travel? Yeah, we can. Okay, beautiful. So we are pretty much at the place where we want to be. Let's talk to the cook. This place is the kitchen where the meat and wine of the castle are prepared. Oh. A mini medal. There we go. We are meddling. Okay, so we have some bookcases here. Nothing in here. So let's go upstairs. More seeds. There's a treasure chest we will engage with in just a moment. Nothing else here. Okay, let's check out this chest. And it contains the sunstone that we were just told about. Woo! Sunstone! Yeah! Okay, so let's actually check out this sunstone. So let me go over to the item bag and to the important item bag. And then there is presumably... Is the sunstone not an important item? a normal item? It is a normal item. This sacred stone is the stuff of legend in Alfgard. Cures all party members of the effects of sleep when used in battle. Oh, it can be used in battle. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we now know that we have different areas we can go to. There's like this town called Kol or something in the north, right? In like a forest. So my guess would be that we would have to go there. So let's actually just leave this place. But before we do that, I want to zoom. And I want to zoom over to Monty. And Monty is in all the areas with Monster Menagerie. So let's go to... Remeria? Yeah, let's go to Remeria. And we go to Monty's place, which is just through here and then down. Monty, we're back. Sorry, this is not Monty. This is the fighting arena. Here we go, this is Monty. Hello there. It pleases me to say you've now saved 30 monsters. What more, they're all getting along wonderfully. Here's a small token of my thanks. Oh, I can't wait to see what critters crawl through my door next. We get an agility gillet. So what exactly is this item? So it's an equipment thing, I'm assuming. I want to sort by name. Here we go. Comfy clothing that's easy to move around in. It gets a lot of defense. Or like, actually, wait, hold on. Is this actually good? So will Janna, for example, want to wear this instead of the cat suit? There's more agility, but less defense. But defense drop is actually quite low, so I'll give her more agility. And just to quickly rehash, so the thing agility does is if I go over here to all about attributes, and I go here, agility governs when a character will get their chance to act in battle. So this means she has more speed now, and because she has a lot of buffs as well, this means that she has a much higher chance of being the one to get damage off. So how much cash do we have in here, by the way? 11k. We have 40. Okay, let's deposit. Let's deposit 120k. There we go. Just you know, so it's safe. You know, it's very important to have it be saved. Okay, so we now teleport back to Tantagel, and we start exploring the place around Tantagel. Now, obviously, we don't know where to go based on what the map says, but, you know, I just want to go explore. So, let's see. What can we do? So, there is the axe over here we have to go to. And I guess I could grab the boat and just, like, sail. Can I just sail around, I wonder? Can I even... Yeah, I guess I can sail around and go there. Okay, let's just do that. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's go back to our boat. Let's actually take the game's advice for once instead of just, you know, carving our own path as we generally do. I do prefer this look. I think the game looks much better. Smuggle's repertoire of abilities gets a boost thanks to her improved understanding of monsters. Oh, we learn Lashings of Love. So what exactly is Lashings of Love? So Snuggle's abilities, Lashings of Love. An attack on a group of enemies that can deal heavy damage to humanoid family foes. Oh. That's good to have, I suppose. Okay, let's take a ride. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. So I also installed a mod that keeps the battle speed the same, but slows the animations back down. Because the thing that happens... Let me just verify I'm going the right way. I am. The thing that happens is I like the battle speed to be very fast, but the animations become extremely sped up to the point where they start looking weird. And what has happened now is the animations in combat are slowed down a little bit to like a lower level of combat speed, but everything else is still fast, so we can still like really appreciate the animations, which is really nice. Also, it seems there's weak mobs around here, but there's just a lot of variety in the mobs you encounter. So I guess you can encounter like stuff from like really weak to really strong. So I guess it's a bit more of a mix as to what you encounter here, which is fine. 11 damage, and that was the kill. Beautiful. I don't want to go inland, what do I? No. So what are these axes, guys? What are these axes? Should we check out that axe? I think we should check out that axe. Because... Wait. Can't I board here? Do I have to like be here before I can board? There we go, now I can board. Okay, beautiful. So it was cool to explore a new zone, right? Find some new towns and stuff. Oh my god, you know what? It's weird because I love playing this game so much. I always have such a good time, but I just take such a blown breaks because other things takes precedent. But my god, this is a good game. I can't wait to play the other Dragon Quest games as well. The remakes. Wait, Umbras. I believe these are new. There's also a mod that will have you have third-party or like third-person view of the characters still. This screen will stay, but it doesn't work together with ultra-wide, I believe. And there's also no proper animations for the characters. Like they'll just like step forward one step, like hit something, but their weapon won't move and stuff. So it doesn't really add anything. So I'm fine not seeing the characters. I'm fine this being, you know, first person. I'm looking forward to playing the Dragon Quest VII remake at some point, where I believe the battles are all third person, because I do prefer see my characters actually move in battle. I think it adds more immersion to it. Ooh, look at this sand. Wait, can we even go here? For a second I thought this sand was going to be like very, very dangerous or something. Dude, the skills look so much better now that we actually can see them. Like, Kaboom looks incredible. Although EK is running into some level of mana issues. Oh yeah, we're double casting. I kind of forgot about that. Like the beautiful double casting that made us like super OP. Let's see, what's on the floor over here? A leather hat and leather armor and 2 vials of magic water. We'll just keep that in case we need it for later stuff, because I don't want to waste it right now. Because even though we're running out of mana, the area is not very difficult. Okay, beautiful. So I reckon it's like a town or something here. There is a town here. So we heard about a desert town, right? So this is the desert town that we're talking about, I suppose. I love the double cast. There's something so cool about it. Also, the skill called Cock-a-doodle-doo is just hilarious. Okay, so what is this town? Why are there X's on these towns? So this is Domdara. Where are we now? Tell me. The humble desert town of Damdara doth bid thee welcome, wanderer. Appreciate that. Today once more a chill doth envelop the town. Without the sun's light, even the regions of the desert are grown cold. So there's not a weapon shop in here. I wander the world in search of orichalcum, and yeah, though I was told I might find it here, I see it not. A blizzard blade. Assault a group of enemies with razor-sharp icicles when used as an item battle. We have that one right now. The same Dragon's Bane claws. The power shield. A special shield that can heal an ally's wounds when used as an item in battle. The wizard's robes. Alright, some cool stuff. What's his house? Here in this place are sold weapons and armor. Unfortunately, we are closed for now. I am too much occupied with the naming of my next born to do business. Abimelech? Magog? No. What manner of name wouldst thou favor, traveler? Call him EK. EK, lady, make it Ikea. It's fine. They'll be like, let's go to IKEA. And instead of going to the store, they go to you. Lo, a child is to be born unto me. But he who hath beget this child is yet troubled in the matter of its naming. Such indecision befitteth him not. He hath even been asking those who visit the shop their opinions. I will certainly never forget the vexed look that adorned Ortega's great face when he too was consulted on the matter. Wait, Ortega? But does that mean that Ortega has been here within the last 9 months? Because it was his firstborn, right? So they're not talking about a different child, they're talking about this child. So either she has been pregnant for way too long, and this fantasy universe has different laws and how that works, or Ortega has been here rather recently. The Thick Plottons. Good morning, I trust you had a restful sleep. Do come again. I will come again. Maybe. Some strong medicine. Beautiful. Anything else in the other rooms, maybe? A seed of magic. Beautiful. Love to see it. Is there a door to this place? There is a door to this place. I am Lena, who once danced most successfully in the town of Asham, but a customer, driven wild with love for me that I did not return, hounded me until I had no choice but to leave. I wonder if the proprietor of the establishment where I once danced is, well, should you ever meet him, please, you must let him know that I am safe. So the proprietor in Asham. Right. We'll try and keep that in mind if I ever go back to Asham. Asham is like in the normal world, isn't it? I believe it is. Okay, so we've seen these places. Let's go north for a moment. That's a different entrance to the shop. This is the normal entrance. Where customers would normally go as opposed to behind the counter. Alright, we get a quick save in. So we've been playing this game for 36 hours now. Actually, more like 37 hours right now. Beautiful. Let's see, did I sell anything interesting here? A necklace of immunity. An unassuming necklace that helps prevent its wearer from succumbing to poison. Well, if we struggle with a lot of poison damage, I can of course always come back and pick that up. Although I have one in my inventory anyway, so we'll see if we start struggling with poison a lot. Near to the Lord of the Underworld lieth that shall dawn break over this land once more. All this old speech, guys, it's difficult on the brain, you know? The brain needs to work hard. The venerable elder in the house next to mine own sneezeth relentlessly. My wrath waxes hot against him. When she's annoyed because the guy is just sneezing constantly. Is this a situation where she just can't sleep because the guy just keeps sneezing? Is it in this house then? Are you the old man? Achoo! Achoo! Lo, who doth take my name in vain? Achoo! Alright. Sir, you keep it chewing. I will take your seed of wisdom, and I will make my way out of this place. Oh, never mind, there's a book. A copy of Look No Pants. Beautiful. That's a lovely name. Yeah, the legends do tell of a realm above our own, a kingdom beyond the heavens, and in it, a wondrous sphere of light. Ooh, it's really cool. So there are legends tell about our realm, and we have this sphere of light. Could it be that perchance the sphere's light might brighten our own realm, were it to be brought here? I mean, to be completely frank with you, sir, I have it in. Wait, I have it right? Yeah, the sphere of light. A gift from the Dragon Queen. This blessed jewel can banish even the most malignant forces. I can't use it right now. It gives off a gentle light. This guy should be like, oh my god, you have the thing. He has the thing, guys. He has the thing. But you know, no thing is being spoken about, so it's okay. There's a sparkly spot here that I would like to access. Can I wander around here and go through? Can I go through the top? Let's talk to her. Lo, though our world be covered in darkness, I have oftentimes seen a bright sparkling in yonder meadow. It danceth among the undergrowth, where the horses do prance and caper. Can I go here? Through here? Look at these horses. Nah. There's a lump of orichalcum. Wait, there was a guy who was like searching for orichalcum in. It's even in the important item bag. A rare ore of unparalleled durability. It was long thought to be a little more than a legend. I mean, there was a guy in the weapon store, in the weapon shop, right, who wanted to see it. Journey south from this place and continue then east once thou reaches the coast, and thou will reach mighty Candlin. Cross the first bridge that greets thee, heading eastward from there, though make sure thou dost not do the same with the second bridge. Pay it no heed and follow the coast towards the northeast instead. Okay, there's a lot of information there. I want to go back to the weapon shop real quick, because there was a guy who was looking for the item, and I don't know if I can give it to him or something, because that would be kind of cool. It wasn't here, right? This guy. Can I... Orichalcum. Use. No, okay, so it's just a bit of a hint that I can find it. I was hoping I could give it to him and it would do something for him, you know? So there was also a well that I would like to go down so that I can say well, well, well as we go down. So hold on one moment. Well, well, well. See? There we go. I did it. Yeah, the Ola does wonderful right here. Alas, the water ebbeth lower by the day. I fear this town is not long for the world. 'Twas ere a struggle repelling the beast of the desert, but what hope have we against the thirst? Okay, so something is happening here that's taking water away from the town. Some desert creature. I know a secret, I know a secret. The flute is buried just south of the bath in Col. Oops. Where the flute is buried just south of the bath in Col. Okay. If the wandering minstrel Galen thou dost seek, thou must journey due east towards fair Candlin's keep. Shalderal Halderaldi. So lots of areas we can go and visit. Lots of areas we will go and visit. It's cool that this place was, you know, it's like it's under the sand. It's really interesting. So lots of places left to explore. Anyway, guys, I'm going to keep it short for now. I'm going to see if I can fix the webcam as well. I don't know what's going on, but this is a bit odd. So if anyone has been watching this entire time, I have no idea because I always have viewer numbers disabled, so I don't know if anyone was here. But if you were here, then thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will do my very best to not have there be 2 months, almost 3 months in between again, but I can't make any promises. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.